everybody, welcome back to Skyway Classics YouTube channel. We're now going for a ride in our 1957 Chevy Bel Air Convertible. Of course, this is the second 57 convertible we have in our lot. Actually, let me rephrase that. I believe the other one is a 55, but of course, it's nice to have a little bit of a collection. Maybe you want to have a 55 and a 57 in your little collection. But going to the one we have here featuring a beautiful red-orange exterior. And of course, I will say that because as you look at the paint, you will see that it has a little bit of red, a little bit of orange, especially the way the beautiful sunlight hits the paint, which is a beautiful color to have on your cars. Featuring right on some 4 white wall style tires with the appropriate style hubcaps. Of course, this is the way you really want to own your classic car, having all of its original qualities to it. Of course, I will say that this is a restoration car, so you're having a little bit of new mixed in with the old, especially the way the side trim shines along the sides. Weirdest thing about it though is the fact that when you put on trim on a car, you want to make sure that it's lined up as beautiful as this. Having 2 dual mirrors on both sides for your safety, a white power top, and I will say again, it is a power, not a manual top, as you can see from the lower side of the dash. Very nice little option to have back in 1957. But of course, the way the 57 is designed is just so beautiful, especially the fact having that secret gas door on the driver taillight. Best design, I will say, for Chevy. In fact, even this one having a spare tire on the back right in front of the deck lid is a beautiful and very special safety feature. But of course, moving on to the inside, you have a mixture of red, orange, and gray. Looking across it, you will see that is an automatic on the column with the tilt wheel. Of course, you can see that it does have the original style steering wheel, which is very nice because the Bel Air offered just as much room as an Impala, but more of a compact, more beautiful automobile. But looking at your gauges are stock as they should. No aftermarket gauges have been added. You even have your old school Wonder Bar 2-knob radio clock on the dash. Glove box is still there for all your hidden needs. A beautiful style bench seat with the embroidery of the buttons. Same for the back there. You can fit more than probably 5-6 people in this car. But of course, looking at it on a beautiful day like today, there is nothing better than driving your 57 Bel Air convertible. Even having vent windows since back in the day, there weren't exactly AC in the car. But of course, the beautiful thing about this car is the small block 350 Chevy underneath the hood, featuring a beautiful sound. And of course, we can even give you a little bit of a brake test since we are coming to a stop. But overall, it is a beautiful ride, definitely one I like to enjoy myself. But of course, as for now, it is time we get it turned around up on the lift. So if you have a moment, folks, please stay tuned with us to see the underneath.